I can run more fast than Simon.
I am more hungry than Yuki.
I look beautifuler than Billy.
I'm intelligenter than Günther.
I am more big than the others.
Hi.
Hi, Dan.
Hello,
Hi,
Dan. Hello,
Danny.
Mr. Daniel.
Hey, Teach.
Welcome back, everybody. Did you just hear what my students said? Did it sound correct? No, not really, right? Yes, they purposely made mistakes in their sentences. And thanks to my students for doing that. I know it's not always easy making mistakes on purpose, but I think they did a great job. Now, what is the problem? Why are these sentences not good? Yes, you may have read the thumbnail. Today we're talking about comparative adjectives. What are comparative adjectives? These are adjectives used to compare things or nouns. If you want to compare things to each other, Peter is faster than John. Maria is taller than Peter, for example. Then you use these adjectives. And in this case, there are rules as always, and we're going to have to look, or we will look at the rules right now so that you can then understand where the mistakes were made. Now, what you need to know is that there are short adjectives, medium adjectives, and long adjectives. At least that's what I call them to make it a little easier for me to remember which rule to use. Short adjectives are so-called one-syllable adjectives. Now, what is a syllable? A syllable is a part of a word that contains a single vowel sound, and that is produced as a unit. So, for example, one syllable, big. Two syllable, happy. Three syllable, dangerous. So for me, one syllable are the short adjectives, two syllable adjectives are the medium, and three syllable or more are the long adjectives. Now, if you have a short adjective, usually all you have to do is add an ER. So for example, tall becomes taller. Now, if the short adjectives ends in an E, you don't have to add an ER because we don't need two E's. All you have to do is you add an R. So for example, close becomes closer. Then, and this one is a little weird, this rule, but I'm sure we'll handle it. If the short adjective ends in a consonant, vowel, and consonant, then you double the last letter and add ER. I know, it sounds more difficult than it is. So for example, big becomes bigger because big ends in a consonant, G, in a vowel I, and in a consonant B. So you double the G and add ER. Now, if that's too difficult to remember, just, trust yourself. Spell it or write it down bigger with one G and with two Gs. And usually, you'll probably come up with the 2G as the correct one. And so that might just help, just looking at them and just looking at which one looks weird. And that's probably the one that's not correct. Then we have the medium, so the two-syllable adjectives. And here, if a medium adjective ends in a Y, for example, happy, what you have to do is you have to delete the Y and add an I and then ER. So happy becomes happier. But this is usually, there are exceptions, but this is the only one where a two-syllable can be used with ER. Usually two syllables and all three or more syllables are not used with ER. Instead, what we do is we use more or less. So for example, expensive. We have expensive. At these 3 syllables, we don't say expensive fur. What we say is more expensive or less expensive. I mean, expensive fur would sound weird anyway. So in this case, my car is more expensive or less expensive than yours. So all medium adjectives that do not end in a Y and all long adjectives use more or less. And what you also have to remember is that you have to use the word then, T-H-A-N, to compare. This road is more dangerous than the other one. Not E-N, but A-N. So remember that. And of course, you can also use question sentences and negative sentences with these comparative adjectives. Peter is taller than John. Peter isn't or is not taller than John. Is Peter taller than John? Can be used with all of these as well. And as I said before, just listen. Expensive fur, dangerous sir. You probably will not have heard this before. So use more or less expensive, more or less dangerous. And there are some exceptions. For example, quiet can be used with an ER, quieter, or more quiet. Simple can be used as simpler or more simple. And there are some more. And there are other exceptions as well, but we'll have a look at these some other time. For now, this is all the rules I would like you to remember. Now let's listen to my students again, but this time using the correct sentences.
I can run faster than Simon.
I am hungrier than Yuki.
I look more beautiful than Billy. I am more intelligent than Günther.
I'm bigger than the others. And I'm way cooler too.
Okay, thank you, my students. Did you hear the difference between the first time and the second time? I'm sure you did. Now that you know all the rules, this shouldn't be a problem in the future. And if not, just rewatch the video, or if you have any questions, just put them in the comment section below, and we will get back to you as quickly as possible. Hope you liked today's lesson. If you like it, or if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, or if you have something you'd like to tell us, please just put it in the comment section and we will take care of it. And if you like it a lot, consider subscribing and hit the bell notification button so that you will be informed every time we upload a new video. So until next time, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is where you are watching this video. Take care and enjoy life. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. See you.
See ya.
Goodbye.